and girls, Mrs. Griffith here again. Today I'm going to complete the writing task number 3 off the home learning sheet, which is to draw an animal that the bad-tempered ladybird might meet and have a think about what they might say. Now on the sheet we've tried to provide online options because I know some people like to print them off, but we've also tried to provide offline options, so if you don't have it, how can you do it? And that's what I'm going to show today. So I'm not able to print the writing frame off the internet, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to do it my own way. So I'm going to start by drawing the bad-tempered ladybird, because the task is to think of an animal that the bad-tempered ladybird might meet and what might they say. So I'm going to draw the bad-tempered ladybird, and then I'm going to draw the animal that I've chosen that he's going to meet for my writing activity today. And I thought and thought about it, and I thought, do you know what? I think I'm going to go for a dinosaur. But you can go for whatever you want. And my drawing isn't the best, but I try my hardest. So here's my bad-tempered ladybird. I'm going to draw him down here. Nice round circle. I'm going to split him in half, and again I haven't got a black pen, but that's fine. I'm just going to put some spots on so that I know that this is the ladybird, because it's a writing task. So I don't, but again, if you want to find the right colours and make yours the right coloured animal, mini beast, whatever you want, that's completely up to you. And then I said that my bad-tempered ladybird was going to meet a dinosaur. So I'm going to draw the dinosaur over this side. I'm going to try my hardest. I know that some boys and girls in my class, you'll be laughing at my dinosaur because you know how to do a dinosaur properly. So I'm going to I'm going to give him a long neck and then a spiky back, I think. I'm going to give him a mouth. Then he's going to need, oh dearie me, he's going to need some legs. He needs nice skinny legs for my dinosaur. Oh wow, and then he can have a tail. Oh, and a tail. A tail can just join up to the body. Maybe I'll give him some more spikes. Oh yes, that's definitely looking better now. He's got a few more spikes on his back. There we go. He can be called a Spikosaurus, I think. Now, in the story, what does the bad-tempered ladybird always say to all the animals? He always says, "Want to fight?" So I'm going to draw a speech bubble coming out of my bad-tempered ladybird's mouth, and inside it I'm going to write what he would say. So want to fight. Oh, that's quite easy, isn't it? It's quite easy. 3 words. And actually, it's a question because he needs an answer. Want to fight. He's not saying, I am going to fight you. He's not telling you that. He's actually asking you a question. Want to fight. So I'm going to use a question mark to go with my question. Right, want. 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 Here we go. I'm going to put it this way. Nice capital at the start of my question. Want. Want to. Oh, I know, tricky word to. Sounds like an oo, but looks like an ah. To. Want to. I'm going to read it back. Want to fight. Fight. Now, which letters make that I sound? Because it's not the capital I, because that's the tricky word I when it's just by itself. So it's going to be some letters that, oh yes, it's a trigraph. It's 3 letters that make that one sound. F-I-T. What was that trigraph? Can you remember? It's my favourite. Oh yes, it-ga-ha, it-ga-ha. That one's my favourite. So I can now write F-I-T. And again, it's a question because he's looking for an answer. So I'm going to squeeze in, it's just sneaking out, a question mark. I'm going to squeeze it out. And again, we know that want, it sounds like an art, but it looks like an ass. If you wanted to show them that afterwards, that would be brilliant. So he says, want to fight. Now I'm going to do a speech bubble coming out of my spiky dinosaur's mouth. Oh, what can he reply? I know in the story they just replied the same thing, but I'm going to think of something different. And I think that my dinosaur is going to say to the bad-tempered ladybird, I'm going to spike you. because he's got spikes on his back. So I'm going to spike you. That's what he's going to say. I'm going to spike you. 5 words in my sentence. I'm, finger space, going, finger space, to, finger space, spike, finger space, you, full stop at the end of my sentence. I'm, ooh, nice capital letter, 'cause it's the start of my sentence. I'm going, go. I know the tricky word go, and that sounds like an O, but looks like an R. I can use that in my word going. I'm going, I'm going to. Tricky word to again. Nice finger space. To. I'm going to it's one of our blends. I slowed it down and I heard the s and the p. It's the I sound, like in fight. I can use that. Here I go. I'm going to spike you. Now, if you know the tricky word you could spell it correctly. If you're not sure about the tricky word you, which 2 letters make the oo sound? Oh yes, it's ah. But I've remembered the tricky word you, so I'm going to write it correctly because I've remembered it's actually I'm going to spike you. And what did we need at the end of our sentence? A full stop, because this is a sentence, it's not asking a question. So my bad-tempered ladybird is saying, want to fight, like he says in the book, and my Spikosaurus, that I've just made up, is replying, I'm going to spike you. That's funny. So you don't need the sheets that we've put on our home learning. You can just use a piece of paper. You can make up your own animal. It could be a completely made up animal, or it could be an animal from the farm or from the zoo, or a mini beast, and then think of something that is going to say back to the bad-tempered ladybird and see if you can have a go at writing it. I look forward to seeing what you think of. Use your imagination. Have fun.